Welcome to Bible Crossroads. If you like this video, please subscribe and share to help our small channel grow. Life can be scary. We face problems every day. These problems can make us feel lost and alone. Where can we find hope when things are uncertain? The Bible tells us about hope. Hope is like a light in the darkness. It helps us see past our problems. Hope reminds us that God is with us. He will never leave us. Even when we are afraid, we can have hope. God is way bigger than our fears. He wants to give us peace and strength. We just need to trust more in Him. Let's open our hearts to God's hope. He promises to be with us always. No matter what we face, we can face it with Him. God has a plan for each of us. He tells us this in the Bible. Jeremiah chapter 29 verse 11 says, "For I know the plans I have for you." God's plans are good. He wants the best for us. Even when life is hard, we can trust His plan. Romans chapter 8 verse 28 says, "All things work together for good." This means God can use even bad things for our good. We might not always understand God's plan, but we can trust Him. He is in control. He will never leave us. God's love is bigger than our problems. His grace is enough for us. We can find hope in knowing that He is working everything out for our good. And the Bible is full of stories about hope. One of these stories is about Joseph. Joseph's brothers were jealous of him. They sold him into slavery. Joseph was taken to Egypt. He was put in prison. But even in prison, Joseph trusted God. God was with Joseph. God gave Joseph favor with the Pharaoh, the ruler of Egypt. Joseph became a leader in Egypt. He saved many people from famine. Joseph's story shows us that God can bring good out of bad. God can use our struggles to help us grow. He can use our pain to help others. When we face uncertainty in our lives, it's easy to feel lost and overwhelmed. Yet, it's in these moments that we must remember that God is our unwavering source of hope. Just as Joseph found favor with God in the darkest of times, we too can find solace and strength in our faith. God has a plan for each one of us, even when we can't see it. Our struggles, our pain, and our uncertainties are all part of a larger picture that God is painting for us. Trusting in God's plans doesn't mean that our path will always be easy. It means believing that no matter what we face, God is with us. It means having faith that He can turn our trials into triumphs, our pain into purpose. So, in times of uncertainty, let us lean into our faith. Let us hold on to hope, knowing that God will guide us through. Let us remain steadfast, trusting that God's plans for us are filled with promise and hope. Remember, hope is not just a feeling, it's a choice. Choose to trust in God's timing. Choose to believe in His goodness. Choose to remain hopeful, for God is our source of hope in every season of life. As we journey through our own stories, let us take comfort in the knowledge that God is always with us, guiding us, and using our experiences for a greater purpose. Let our hearts be filled with hope, for with God, all things are possible. If you are struggling with uncertainty, we invite you to comment below for prayer. Let us support each other and be beacons of hope in our communities. Together we can find strength and hope in God's love. Thank you for joining us today here at Bible Crossroads. Please hit the bell below so you will be notified of new videos for your enlightenment.